My name is Sybil. I was born in Burnage in 1934 in the house that I now live in. My mum and dad were married in 1923. They were both born in Beswick, and when they were living with my grandparents, it was in Longsight. My father volunteered for the army in 1914, where he served in Mesopotamia, and he was demobbed in 1919. In 1928, they were offered this house. There was no house number. The piece of paper that they got was about the size of a postcard, giving them the tenancy. I suppose they were just offered a house and they were glad to live anywhere. Well, in this house, we have a room on the front and a big kitchen at the back and 3 bedrooms. In rent, these houses were, I think it was 16 and a penny. Old money. Everything centred round this room, really. We ate in here and we listened to the radio and we played games. My father did a lot of his work at home and it was done in the front room. Yes, as I grew older, I used to help him a little bit by counting the money. So we did have fitted cupboards in the alcove there, but eventually it was taken out and now we have a sideboard there. We had a coal fire, and on the other side of the wall in the kitchen was an oven, which we used to call a back-to-back. It was lovely to come home from school on a cold winter's afternoon, get the toasting fork out. Toast has never tasted the same since those days. Well, the kitchen was quite different than it is today. We still have the rack in the kitchen where we dry the washing. We don't have the pantry anymore. We don't have the gas boiler anymore. We've had the walls plastered. My memories of my mother are that she spent a lot of time in the kitchen, and I remember there was always a hole in a penny, and she said it was because she spent a lot of time at the sink. Monday was always wash day, which Mum used to start after she'd got us off to school, and she used to reckon that if she'd finished by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, she was doing very well. The coalman used to come and deliver the coal, and the coal was kept in the house, and then there was a room which we still today call the coal hole, although I believe now we refer to it as the utility room. The garden's pretty much the same, except that we don't have as many open spaces because the bushes have grown. This is me when I was about 4 years old, and the house next door with the pram outside their back door. And here is a photograph of my sister taken in the back garden. You can see how open the gardens were. There was no fences like there are today. We've still got the original drains. The outside steps were concrete and they used to be cleaned with a donkey stone. And you could either get cream or white. Mum used to prefer the cream ones. She used to say, ask him for some cream ones. And as I got older, it was my job to do that. I never remember Mum and Dad talking about how they lived or what they liked or anything about the house. And these are all the sort of questions that I wish I could get the answer to these days.